Okay, let's dive back into it. First of all, remove that. Q. And we don't need that anymore. Okay, first things first, we need to have a little look at what's not connected there. Okay, we're connecting this, fine. At our reserves of material. My problem is we're out of scrap. Once we are done with those piles, we're done. There's no more scrap anywhere. We need to make it. That's quite a process if we don't have the Giga Drills online. For that, the Clockwork Robotic is the big problem. We need DNS for that, unless there's a balloon and I missed it. So first we're gonna double check that, just to be sure. But I don't think there is one. No, we get the solar panel for the amperes, and that's it, right? Okay. So we're gonna need, yeah, that's not even close. So we're gonna have to look towards DNS. The thing is, now that this monster needs power on top of it, what's this one? Okay, to get the solar thingies to get more power in the zone, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. We're getting very, very little dirt from the iron teeth now. Well, we're almost loaded, so we can do a little bit. But to do that, we need this thing. That's eating my fasteners. Fasteners are eating my scrap metal. And that's where the problem is. I can't rely only on that to do all of this. We're not gonna have enough. I need those fasteners elsewhere too. If we run out of fastener because we're trying to get to solar power, it's not a good thing. So probably we're gonna have to bite the bullet, get down there, remove all of those brambles that are in the water right now. That's gonna be a fun time. Hopefully most of them are gonna die during the next bad tide. But that's a huge TBD. So, the plan. Well, first the problem is we need to get down there. I can't put a ladder on the brambles, so we got basically no way to get down there to do the job. We will need to come like from all the way around there, or I don't know, deep our toes in the bad water. So maybe the washing machine is gonna become something we want to get to. I'm not sure yet. It's really like untamed territory of the bramble spreading this way. It's brand new since I played. Well, it was new last I played a couple weeks ago. It's gonna be rough. Not a fan of it. But at least apparently berries have the same how do you say that? The same behavior. So that's a thing we can at least rely on for future runs. For now, I was lucky enough that it was not corrected and the bramble, the berries were not in the other thingy that's way harder to get. So for that, at least we're good for now. And maybe I want to start fencing all of that so those guys don't come back up. I think that's going to be the best solution for now. This one can't go up. I think they can only go up one. So basically, if we plug this one and then this, we can clear this little plateau there. That would be done. Let's start with that. I know we don't need this one. We need those three. And then as they dig in those, we're going to be able to go around the place and at least secure this little bit right here. Same problem is going to happen when we want to go there and there. We're going to need to find a way to get across it, make a path, make ladders, and all that funny stuff. So that's future me problem. Not gonna look at it for too long this time around. The real major thing is how do we use smartly the little scrap we got left. First off, this is on pause, perfect, because metal blocks, we got a good chunk of those in reserve. I don't think we need to be too worried for now, so we're gonna stop using them for that. Science is sciencing with the best recipe, so that's good. We're using less water, less berries. And for the ENS, we need 2K, so we're not there yet. And the plan is gonna be to start about there, put the first one down, or maybe even go all the way there, so we have all of that room left for berries around. We want to smush as much as we can into juice to get like more drinkware and everything. Yes, I'm gonna keep complaining about the lack of an in-between between the medium and the super monster tank, but apparently that's never gonna happen. But I'm gonna keep complaining because why not? This is ready to blow up. So let's start with a boom, because why not? Those guys can stop walking around, that'd be nice. Oh, we're missing one there. Boom. So that's done. Not sure why it's complaining that there's no path. No, there. Okay. We should be able to reach. Now this can be used to put more of those. Because wood is a bit of a problem right now. It's not gonna go all the way back there, but not yet, I guess. Oh, and there. That's until we can get more wood, because I think berries with all that patch plus all of that that's expanding, like this guy is loaded already. Maybe I can change one of those storage for berries. They don't... Wait, what? There. And I saw we have a tank there with nothing in, so let's do water. And I don't remember why I had that there. Is it one I was draining, or is it one I needed? That's salt for the chips. That's oil that we don't have. I'm gonna guess it's one I wanted gone, so let's do this. Oh yeah, and there's a blasting of all of that got started. Let's see how it looks. It's looking. We need to get that there so we can put more dynamite in. Okay, we're almost done with this. Good. So we have a decent water reserve up there. The other thing I'm not sure is this thing right here. Do I need the thingy-majiggy for automation? This thing. Like, if we need the... Oh well, it changed. It's not administrative building, it's calculatorium now. But thing remains the same. It's a place where nobody works and 9 people sleep. And it's a tiny bit big. Wow, I forgot. And I don't really want to put it all the way up there for no reason if I don't have to, but with the relay and everything, and like, do you need, like, is there a maximum range or whatever? I never messed with automation, so I'm not sure if I need to smack it up there or I can even put it like there and nobody cares. So for now, we're just gonna wait to see if we get a bad tie next. And at that point, we'll see if this does the trick or not. That's good. We got that going. We're gonna need a little bridge. So we can do the others. Something like this. If I'm not mistaken, that should let us place at least those. So you know what, let's do another one right there. But that doesn't solve the problem of this one. We'll get to it when we get to it. Wait, what? Oh, I You gotta be shitting me. Okay, so you're not going there. And we're gonna start like that. And now ropes are super rare because of this thing. Okay, I think we're gonna have to take a break on this. If we take a break on this, it means we can take a break on this. That's the guarantees, yes. That can take a break too. And where's the other one? There. Well, that one is getting us sky maps. It's costing, what, pen? Only paper? Okay, so we'll let it do his thing. That's basically just free science for doing not much with paper. We can let that run. And after that... How are we looking down there? Still got a bunch to set up in place. You can reach from there, right? Let's see. That's right. Yeah, they can reach all of that. So all of this can be blasted down. We just need the dynamite to come in. It's gonna take a minute because we have a lot of other stuff being blasted. And we're far from full of water. Okay. That's juice. The reflection on that juice sometimes, seriously. See, it's oil, it's juice. It's oil, it's juice. It's oil, it's juice. Just a bit confusing. At least that's been plugged in, so we have a bit of backup power for the presses. That's nice. I didn't remember we finished all of that. But the goal would be to connect all of that to the rest of the grid also. That being said, that grid needs the jumbo wheels, and I don't think we have them yet. Got the blueprints for it, but we don't have the science. That's where I'm kind of in a pickle. Do we go for the large wheels? But that would slow down the ENS so much. Or we go for the ENS. And too bad for the large water wheel. We just put more of those guys all over the place. Because over here, on this side, we have a decent flow. 4 wide, so that's perfect. Plug in. No, that's more than 4 wide. What am I saying? That's 6 wide? 1, 2, 3, yeah. So basically we could put 1.5. Not sure I like it. Well, we could do... That's gonna be pricey on logs, but well, we got some logs in place, because I'm thinking if we go and do levees all of this line, then we would have all the flow up in the wheels, dead center, and later on, when we get the giga ones, we can place them back in. That's not too bad. I think we're going to start with that. Having a couple levees there, let's say. We might need to get back on clay also, if we want to do it all. I think that's a good place to go with it. Now, since we can go from this side or this side, this one's gonna go away. Oh, I can't because of the pad. Here we go. Get back those logs. And we will plop another levee right there. And from there, we can have all of that juicy power right from the edge all the way up to the top. And that doesn't need faster. But what you need, okay, they need the blueprints too now. Ooh, might have a problem there. No, we're fine. We got 100 of those. I think we're good. That wasn't there last time. I'm quite sure it was not. Or maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. It's been a minute. I wanted to do it some other time. Last week or something like that, there was an update, so it kind of broke everything, and I was, no, I'm not messing around, gonna let them fix their stuff. Finally, it was just like one random mod required for the mod that didn't work. But at that point, I was like, you know what, I'm doing other stuff today, and didn't get back to it since. So, there might be new stuff I'm not aware of, just like that this got a new name. I'm still trying to look into the Water Beaver Discord left and right sometimes, but I just can't do it all the time. So that's gonna keep them busy a minute while I think about what's gonna happen on this side. Did they? Come on, seriously? Are we not making ropes anymore? You're making kaboom, and there's another one there. You're making kaboom too. Okay, I need one of you two to stop kabooming for a minute and make me some ropes. Or wait, can you make rope? No. There's another building that can make rope. What is it? The rope maker? Duh. Okay, it takes 2 fiber and a piece of gear. You take 2 fiber and forever. But you don't use gears. So I'll keep it there for now. You don't have a super huge production of gears. So we need a bit of rope to get going. I'm just happy we don't need ropes for the dynamites because of the fuse. Technically it's a rope. That would be a bit much. Can we blast there? Not yet, because otherwise they won't be able to reach this. And already just having all of that loaded up with water is going to be such a nice buffer. You're spreading. And we're starting to catch up on the farming over here. Everything's getting gathered up quite nicely, so that's nice. So I think that the giant house really helps out. And I forgot that I wanted to have a path like down here or something. And sadly we're just misaligned by 1 there. Because if we could, how long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that could work. If we do... First we complete the path all the way there. Then we get the super long bridge right here. I'm not gonna place it because I want to save my science either for the Giga Wheels, but most probably for the ENS at that point. If we go this way, we can have that in place. Then this one... Oh no. No, that doesn't work because I can't have a bridge from like a little platform like that, I'm quite sure. Unless it was changed, but last I checked it didn't work. You can be something. Be something. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure what was that, but let's put something. Sorry. And yeah, that looks better. Now those guys, can they reach? Oh, they can't reach further than that. Womp womp. That sucks. But technically this is too high, so I don't think they can spread up there. So I could remove all of that fence. At the same time, it's kind of nice there, so we'll keep it. Also, I wanted to preserve the top from an infestation from this side. And I don't want to remove like all of those barrels right now. It's not happening yet. The other thing I could do to stop the spread is have something there, but there again, I won't be able to go on the other side. Yeah. That's slightly annoying. So I guess we hit fast forward until we get the science. Then we do plop down an ENS. So let's see what we're gonna need after that. Because the main ticket item I want to get to is this thing. And it's not too hard to do. Pens, we got that. Brain salt, we got that. Planks, we got that. Okay, so basically this thing is not a problem. And I'm gonna need, what is it, only one per building? Yes, okay, not too bad. And we're gonna need another 1000 science to get the other one. Deleting waste truck is cheating. Yeah, I'll tell you also what is cheating. Like giving me like crappy tanks like that as the best option, that's cheating too. So I'll cheat all my life, I don't care. Just kidding. But I gotta do my user rant about it. Where's the other one of those? I know I have two. God, it's been what, 2 weeks? I'm totally lost. Or maybe I deleted the other one. Okay, the Aquifer Pump Blueprint. Do we have any of those? No, that's the ENS. That's the floodgate. That's the water wheel. Ooh, zipline! We got one down. Okay, so you don't need to do more of those. Good, you're back to platforms. Okay, so you need to do the zip line, and the other one is there. You need to do zip line. Let's let them do a few of those. At least we have like 4 or 5 in backup, so if we do one, we don't just eat them all. Other than that, the machine, yeah, might need it. Water wheel, we got a bunch of those. Floodgate, we got them. And ENS, we got them. So basically, the only two we're missing in this place would be the aquifer pump and the washing machine. Do we have everything we need for that? Yes, and that's scrap. So let's do it right away before we get a bad surprise. So we have at least one down. I just want to be sure that everything I can and want to do with scrap metal is done before we need to make the scrap metal. And we're running out of logs big time, but that's not a surprise with all of that stuff being built up. Like those guys need what, 45 each? 40? That's a lot of logs. This is nothing. Well, we can get those logs back at least, I guess. That's gonna be something. 28, that's almost one. And once they drain that, we're gonna get those two. That's gonna be another 13. On this side. Not yet, but if we destroy all of those to replace them with scaffolding, we got enough scaffolding for it. But you're gonna be one of those. And then remove all of that. That's a bunch of logs we can get again. Let's do them one by one just to be safe. Be sure we can access. What are you guys doing? Fasteners? Maybe we take a little break on fasteners also, because that's eating my scrap. Oops. Demolish this. Yeah, 13 log a piece. I'll delete them, I don't mind. And then we can come back with scaffolding instead. It's sad because I prefer the look of those. I've sent it. I probably said it way too many times now, but gotta do what you gotta do. And there we can connect back. I guess a bridge would be cheaper. Nah, because I'm gonna need my ropes for other stuff. We're kind of tight on resources right now, so better play it a little safe on what we got. And this can be chopped out. Let's just get a quick lumberjack right here and cut this one down. That's not gonna be cut. This is all dead. And this is all dead. Wait, you dead? Yeah, okay, you got nothing in you. Good. So all of that can go. Yes, I'm really making a lumber flag for 1-3, but we're at that point. At least this is going to be able to get in. And now to get over there, I don't really want to have... Well, I can't go over that. Do we at one point we had a dam that could pass power across. Here, utility dam. So it's power on one side and path on the other. Okay, but it doesn't work, I'm too wide anyway. Like, it has to be multiples of 3. That's a bit annoying from time to time, but not much we can do about it. And of course, science is low. No, they're on it. Yeah, and we're still running full days, so it's not like I could make them work more. We tried a bit to get that down to like 12 hours, stuff like that, so they're happier when they work and they work faster, but turned out not that great. That's on pause too, okay. Good. Basically, we're gonna start the ENS there. I don't have the scaffolding to extend that right now, and we're gonna need to get down there and chop all of that. That's gonna be fun. That's only one, so get back those logs. And we're gonna put one little platform right there. Well, I don't even need to put it there anyway. Now, the way I see it, we're not gonna use all of those, because this is gonna be plantable field where I want the berries to spread. So I don't plan on putting like the ENS on that. We're really gonna go for overhang all over the zone. Ooh, we got some Mountain Dew. And you guys keep doing the Branble Dance. Okay. Wait, we're not squishing the book. You. That's something that needs to be done. You're doing juice. You're doing juice. No, oil. Oil were super low, juice were quite loaded, so I think the juice is gonna take a little break while we press a book for, anyway, it's one day. That's gonna be fast. So at least we have everything set. As soon as we get the science, we hit the button, we build up the ENS. At least that's the plan. And those dynamites are still waiting to happen. But we don't have enough kaboos. You're making nitro, you got oil again. What do you... Are you still making oil up there? Yeah, maybe I should make this one do the book. I mean, they're gonna get to it anyway. Because the idea was I need oil for this one. For a bit of stuff in there. So might as well have one there smushing some and getting it out. But at that point, I'm not sure it was that good of a plan, because they need to bring the sunflower seeds all the way up there. Well, they should end up with some there at one point, because we're overstocking, I think. No. Okay, well, we got a bit of storage, not much. But the anvil is there. The glassware is there. Oh, we need a medium pot, right, for the ENS too? Okay, I need to make one of those. We need... Okay, let's make one. It's not gonna be too long. Basically, they can smack that down in one day if they really want to. Let's get that shorter a bit so we see what's going on. And yeah, coal and scrap are going in perfect. So we're gonna make that one cauldron real quick. Once it's there, we turn it back off. You're doing tools. Doing the saw blades, and you're still doing the fasteners. I think that when we have like 2 buckets of scrap left, I'm gonna call at least the fasteners off. Tools we're not using that much. Plus, it's a possession that makes the beavers a bit more happy if they have, like, basically they take one during their life and that's it. So, that done. Okay, if we can do those ones just a bit faster, we'll be able to go from this side, destroy all of that, because that's a lot of wood just doing nothing. So basically they can come from around there or all the way up there. You know, I feel like we're mostly at a point of just waiting for stuff to happen, I guess. We need like 3 times that science. We need the logs that we're chopping. Like, got quite a field. I need to know what's gonna happen with that up there during the next storm, the next bad tide. So yeah, not much to do except hold on and brace for impact. Is there a way I can make more wood without exploding my pup? That's always the same problem with those guys. Like if I want another forester, let's say up there, something like that, that's not totally impossible with what's going on up here and the water we're gonna be able to get there, but problem remains. That's more beavers, more beavers, more beavers. More mouths to feed, more mouths to hydrate. I feel like we're doing a not so bad job with water since the upgrade of all the pumps. But we're not there yet. Food-wise, we've got some nice reserve, but not so much like cool stuff. Chips, they barely feeds anyone with that. They grab a bite, they're hungry 5 minutes after. Sunflower seeds, same problem. Berries, they don't. Oh no, they give the berry boost. I forgot. Braised cabbage. Well, you just get cabbage too, basically. So cabbage gives you nothing. Cereal bar gives you 2. So if we can keep the bars rolling, so they don't eat the berries and the sunflower seeds raw, that's gonna give us a chance. But we only have like 2 tents doing those right now. And they're short on chestnuts. Oh. Okay, and we don't even have beer around. Okay, so we need more chestnuts. That's the problem. Okay. And chestnuts, well, to be fair, we don't have much. We only have like this little patch right there because I chopped a ton of those to get more wood for the whatever we were doing that needed wood. Might not have been the smartest move. But as soon as the pines spread a little more on this side... Wait, what? Okay, and where are you supposed to go now? I don't get it. What was the idea with that? Okay, no, there's one in the corner there. Okay, now I get it. Okay, that's better. Doesn't want to. No, okay. Because that's going to be another nice path over the trees. So we can start removing all of this to let them spread a bit more. I think that berry bush is just going to stay there as a memorial or whatever, because I don't plan on letting the berries spread on this side. I think that the best move would be to let those guys spread all over here, so we can remove those guys from there. And instead we can plant chestnut trees all over there for more chestnuts. That's probably going to be the best use of that. Plank wise, we're quite loaded. So I think you're not doing much right now. No, basically you're sitting on your ass doing nothing. Okay. Well, if that's the case, you're going to take a break. Do we have that cauldron now? Yes. No, maybe. Yeah, we got 3 of those. Okay. You guys are taking a break too. So we're going to have a bunch of homeless. Not too bad. People are going to die and just not be replaced. Then we can change all of that. Have the path connecting back. That's a bunch of logs we're gonna get back. And we can keep on going with that. Probably gonna replace... does it work? Yeah, I could replace that with the like hanging ladders. I have one like that up there. Something like this. It doesn't exist? What? Really? No. What changed? What? Why can't I place it there then? Why can't it fit there? Well, that sucks. I'm not sure what changed between one and the other, but I'm not gonna risk removing this one. What was it? Drought? I hope not. I need a bad tide. Yeah, the idea would be to go like there. Okay, there it works. So hopefully I can put it there. Once I removed this. Maybe I need to remove the path there. I don't think so, because there was not a path on the deck on the other one. So I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll see. Future me problem. There we go. Because that's like 200 power repair, so 800-ish HP for all of that. Not too bad. Then on top of it there, we're gonna need this one. Right? Yes. Okay, good. It doesn't move it. That's perfect. So now we're going to be able to connect, build this, and grab back all of that wood. That's going to go 2 down, so we can turn right there. That's going to be amazing. Is there a path to connect? Oh, there's always a path. The question is more, is there like a path that makes sense, that's not totally stupid, to go from there to there? The answer, I guess, is no, at least for now. Okay, good. Now, let's get rid of all of this. No, no resources, building. There. Here we go, 40 logs. That's one more levy. Grab that back. Hopefully we can do the rope stairs. There. Yes. Cool. Now we can have the path back right there. This doesn't need to exist. Okay. If we can get like a zipline office up there maybe to help them move like all the way. Yeah, no, that's gonna be way too long of a ride. I'm not sure how short they are. Like, I know there's a limit. But there again, the problem is science. I don't want to use my science. Here, we're really at a point that there's not much I can do. I just need to be safe-ish on planning ahead. And do like something big dumb. Save the scrap as much as we can. So we can get the Giga Drills online. But that's another 1k science. Basically, I need like 3.5k science, something like that. So we can get the ENS online. Get the drill we don't have. We only got the coal one, we don't have the iron. We're gonna need both anyway. And there's another, what, like 100, 200 science we're gonna need for the treb. God damn, 500. And you need a steady supply of rope. Wow. And it doesn't give science anymore. Bonus points. It said they study ballistic, but they're not getting science for it. They used to. Well, so we need 4k science. That kind of sucks. At least this is going forward nicely. Did I forget to? No, okay. We're just slow on making it. Because once we can kaboom all of this, that's gonna be nice. Talking about kaboom. I want one there. That's gonna be the most important one for now. So we can remove the ladders, blast that, get the stuff from the ladder, and make another one there. Also, that means that we can probably think about removing all of this, because there's no reason to have bad water in there now. We got diversion up here, so I can get back all of that material right there. Just gotta be careful, because those guys are gonna want to jump down right away. What we're gonna do, we're gonna tell them to chop at least those. Okay, that's good. Kaboom. Now we can get rid of this. Come and gather the scrap, please. The only reason I don't put the dynamite right on it right now. It's just in case, like, there's... No, it's 25% chances, but I'm not gonna take it, because if it moves up, fine. If it moves up, fine. If it moves down, fine. But if it goes left, we just lost the material. So just to be safe, I'm not gonna do it. But all of that could go away. Basically all of that could go away also. We don't really need those houses anymore. They were there as a protection, but that's a lot of beaver power we're gonna lose on the haulers. Well, at the same time, that's a lot of mouths we would not have to feed. So maybe it's worth it to just shrink down a little bit. We're gonna see how it goes. Because if this works alone, and I don't need the calculatorium, fine, we can do it. If I need to do it manually every time until we get the thing to do the thing so that thing can do the thing, nah, not happening. I don't trust myself enough. I'm gonna forget. We're gonna kill everyone. There's gonna be bad water all the way down there. It's gonna destroy all of the berries, all of the farming land. And that's not what I want to see happen. So for now, at least, it's a no-go. Well, we got logs now, so what are you doing, you lazy idiots, and not building this? But it's far, boss. It's a long walk. Just do it. That's gonna be one done. Resin. Ooh. Thought we had more than that. Still not a bottleneck, but that's gonna be a problem too. Those guys, okay, they only need logs and planks, but still, that's another 40 logs a piece, plus the shafts. I'm guessing the best way to shaft it up would be there. But then I would need platforms and whatnot. Then a little... I don't remember if you can plug them from under those guys, because that would be nice. Could just come across, have a little teeny like overhang there, and boop, plug it under, so it would connect all of that to the rest. Because once that disconnection is made, we can basically remove all of those wheels that are almost useless anyway. You know what, the other thing we could do to save some trouble for later, future me is going to be happy I thought about it. I think we're going to fence this up like this. So we're going to be ready when we deconstruct everything, that the brambles are not going to just jump in. Yeah, that's too dumb of a plan. And this one goes there. Before the others. Yeah, we got 86 dynamite ready to go. It's just that they're too busy building all of that. Gotta keep in mind, I got like 6 builders overall, something like that. I don't have much builders. I have a lot of haulers, but I kind of forgot that haulers are not gonna bring stuff to the builders. They bring stuff all over the map for everyone. That's cool. Like that, we have like the water. Ew, 34%. Really? Are we loaded? Well, guess we need more water tanks. So what we're gonna do, this is water. No, that's juice. That's water. Fine, you're nothing anymore. And I'm gonna put 2 more tanks right there. Well, someone's gonna get to it and empty it. Okay, they're gonna do it tomorrow. So I think I got enough. Okay, we're not making booze at all. No nitro. Pain. What else can I do? Okay, wait. That's juice. So we're draining all of this. Here we go. That's a lot of beavers that have nothing to do. Because basically if they're sitting in their building with nothing to do waiting for something to happen, if there's a command like that to empty it, they're gonna do it. Well, at least that's resin. I don't even think we got storage for those planks at that point. That's water too, right? Oh, that's juice. Okay. Are you done with the book? Where's my book? Or you're just super slow at bringing stuff? You're getting the 4 at a time? Wow. Okay, that's gonna be a ride. Like, he only needs a half a day, something like that to do it, but it's gonna take, like, what, 10 days to bring all the books there before you can squish them together? Ew. Okay. At least it's gonna be done. Kinda sucks, but gotta do what you gotta do. Kaboom. Kaboom. And we are in the drought. But we got so much water down there. I'm not anywhere near being concerned. We are chopping everything that can be chopped there, except, oops, forgot you. Boom. And we're going to be chopping all of that. We're going to end up with some logs at one point at least. I could replace that for regular stairs also. I mean, we got the planks. That's not an issue. Oh no, we had room for the planks. Okay, good. And as much as I'd like to get going on fighting this, I don't even know where to start. There's one thing I know. We're gonna have to go like across, at least from there, something like that, to be able to go here, clean this mess, fence up, go down, clean this mess, because you can't destroy them from one high or one under. You have to be on the same level. But to be on the same level as those guys, the nearest point is there now, and those are going to keep spreading all the way where it's green there, and it's green there. There's nothing I can do about that. At least this is getting done, but at that point I'm not even sure why. And that's gonna be 1000 science tomorrow. Yay! 25% of the way there. But yeah, honestly, I don't even know what to do except just sit and wait. So we're gonna hit the turbo. Anyway, I need a refill and to drain, and we're just gonna let that run a little bit. I wanted a bad tide to see what's gonna happen up there, but we didn't get it. So I'll be right back. One more thing I thought about. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to. No, we're not gonna be able to sustain it. I was thinking, since we're smashing another kit of books, we could go for a second library. Problem is, we're not making enough brain salt for that. That's not something that can happen in a decent amount of time, I guess. So if we want to boost that, we need more strong alcohol. Sake, we're barely hanging on. So if I smush like another one on making booze, we're not gonna have sake, we're not gonna have enough, it's not gonna change anything. Did we? Holy. Wow. We dried all of that during the drought. Okay. Was not expecting that. At least we can do a kaboom. Blammo. That's gonna give us more reserve for the next one. Now gotta keep in mind I'm not making planks, so if this number starts to go like under triple digits, I need to keep an eye on it. And this is a 4 down. Dynamite we're basically out of also. Everything is fine. Well, at least this I'm not complaining about. The rebate we're getting on the explosive, wonderful. Yeah, so this is gonna have to fill back up. But those still have power with the batteries, that's cool. Hey, planted 10,000 trees in one game. And we're just getting started. We're not even up to mid-game. The other thing I want to look at is this one. Well, we're gonna need dirt. I'm not doing that before we do the giant drills. Nope, not happening. Because the drill, like the dirt we could get, I see the shortcut to dirt with the iron teeth. I didn't realize how much it's pricey to get that dirt from them. Like now we got 200. For that we need 300. But 5 of those? I mean, they ain't cheap. You need 3 ropes and 1 kit of fastener per? Is it per? Okay, per 5. So basically you trade 1 fastener and 3 ropes for 50 dirts. Maybe. The problem is all the beavers, they want it as a possession. So they're gonna jump on it. And I'm not gonna have any to ship. What? No good selected. Yeah, because you're bye-bye. Thank you. We're gonna put 2 more of you. That's it. And dirt, yeah, it's there. Just chilling there. Not gonna make gold out of it. Did I turn that off? Yeah, we're gonna need more clay, and we got plenty of people that have nothing to do. Keep in mind, a lot of those buildings don't need workers in them. That's why I got so many haulers. And you guys are making like a bazillion blueprint for zip lines. So, you're done. And you're done. Okay, we're finally starting to flow. This is looking great. So we're gonna need to think about the power line. They can do this one and I can do the rest after. Okay, then we need that's 3 logs, that's 6 logs. Okay, we're gonna do the basic tees. What's the difference? Okay, the scaffolding. Gears, we're down to 31. And I know we got a couple building that use them, so gonna have to be careful a bit what I do with those. But getting that ready slowly in the background is not a bad idea, because as soon as that's done. I want to get those back online so we can give them the scrap and the fasteners before we have to make it. But we also need to unlock the other one. So, friendly reminder, ENS 2. Then we need the trebs to get rid of the rocks from those guys, that's 500. And we need to unlock the other Giga Drill, that is another 1000. Because we're going to want those, oops, there and there. Maybe I can make a couple drill bits ahead of time, but there again, it's my fastener and my scrap that are gonna go. And fasteners were loaded. You guys are gonna take a break on that. Hey Tori, thanks for the alert. Ooh, that's a lot of wood we can catch back. We've got a bit of scaffolding to get them back. Problem is, as long as this path is not reopened, and it's going to be a long walk around, there's nothing I can do about this. Well, they can escape. Wait. The guys that are there, they can escape with the ropes. Let's say we start there. Okay, that doesn't count as connected. Oops. No, anyway, we'll have to buy that bullet one day or another, so let's do it now. Here we're going to be able to use the 2-up. We got a bit of ropes, so we're going to be fine with that. Hey guys, when you want, let's go. Come on, bring a log. Tappy the hammer. Good. More logs. Yeah, that's weird. Like, they can use it. The beavers, they recognize it as a pet to go do stuff. But not to get to the things. Like, I mean, it makes sense. I understand that this should only be a way down as a shortcut, not a way up. I can agree with that. Fuck's sake, they gotta build it from the top? No way. Really? Nice. Okay. Well, we're boned. Okay, let's remove this one. Ah, this one's almost full. What if they can bring the stuff? No, they don't bring the stuff because this one, they started it when we had access. Okay, so let's start with the other one then. I'm gonna get that one in. On this side, we're gonna have to do platforms and stuff, but it's not the end of the world. At least we got our logs back. So they're going to be able to do that tomorrow, and then we just go down and destroy everything on the path down. I'm not sure if I could do the double rope there, but anyway, same problem. We can't access from the other side. But it still shows a path. Oh, because this is not built, but it shows the path anyway, yeah. Now just don't get trapped there, you dumb idiots. I can't get much more logs without destroying a bunch of things. I mean, if I pause the paper, we're quite loaded. They're all gonna get out. And I can try this. Did it work there? Nice. I love those staircases. They're so cool. Ultimately, I think I would prefer like a ladder up here. Staircase just the same there. Something like that. Well, not even at that point. If we can do some sort of bridge thingy with the platform and whatnot, to have just a pad there and stop using this. Instead, they can come in like, well, we can move that out and go ladders higher maybe, and then drop down. Oh, books are in. Books are in. No, you're not doing another one. You're going back to juice. Because we're out of juice. And kaboom. Okay, well, if it dries out, I don't mind. There again, it's the question of the how badly is that gonna get infected. Okay, at least the fence is done down there. But I will need like an archway or something to get to this side. Oh, I can't. No, okay. I need to remove the pad, so we're gonna pause real quick. So I can remove the pad. And then place the arch. Because those guys, they're not gonna wait for me. They're gonna take over the place. And we got about, what, 500 science and 20-30 minutes at triple speed. So yeah, buckle up. It's gonna be a long one. At least we got everything now, I think. We got the blueprints. We just did the book. Glassware, cauldron, anvil. Glassware, cauldron, anvil. We're good. And then the robo parts. We got all we need. Gears are going down. No, we're still... No. We did the thing. I forgot about that one. Well, only 20%. Well, probably the logs were holding us back. At least it's going. Wait, what? Okay, that must be an old one from before, because like, how do you even get there? You gotta be shitting. We're burning logs for no reason, making sawdust. Twice. Well, technically we need it for the shrooms, but we got a good stockpile of shrooms, so for now I'm not too concerned. Might as well save the logs for other stuff, but the logs are there, so what are we missing? Okay, nothing. We're just missing the science. Okay, if we're at that point, I'm gonna unpause you two, so stuff can get in there while we have resources. And I even feel like using the first 1,000 science for the next 2, so that would be all ready to go as soon as we get the ENS up. But at the same time, while the ENS is gonna go up, the time they bring everything in there, they do the research, we're gonna be able to get back up on some stuff. We're loaded. Why are you doing this? Just to get sick? Okay, so logs are not even the problem. Yay. Oh, they're doing it. No, at 120 apiece, there's still going to be a problem. Well, I guess we got a growth cycle done on those and... Wait, you can't reach it? Or I didn't mark it? I didn't mark it. Here you go. Boop. More logs. Planks are still good, but we ate about 50% of those because they're going in gears. I need to remember that I need them for gears. At least we're not getting too much like Dirty Beaver. One in there like once in a while with all the showers and everything. Because this thing doesn't help them wash anymore. That's the problem. I forget, like, it used to, when they get wet fur, it used to give them like a little bit of clean fur, but I guess it's gone now. So like all of that technically was the washing station for all the team up here. It's not. And I don't want to plant less rice to give them a bath right there. It would be a nice spot for it. But first it would cut the viewing range. Oh no, that's true, it's 1 deep there. I did it so that this is the max range they get. But still, we're barely hanging on Sake, so... I'm not too inclined to do it. Gonna need more farming ground for that. Well, at that point, the target is not to expand the ground we have, is to be able to go vertical with the ground we have right now. That means getting the clockwork going. The clockwork need the ENS. Like everything I want to do right now is ENS locked. So kind of sucks, but gotta bite the bullet and wait for the 2,000 science for it. Once it's unlocked, we can build at least 2 if not 3 of those. No, only 1 because we have only 1 kit of compressed books. Forgot about that one. Or we can use that kit of books to make a second library that will be making books. So we can have more than 1 ENS when we get there. Because I can't sustain 2 library on research, that's obvious with the way like the brain salt is going down. But the paper... Well, we're using it, but we got a pile. Pens, we're not really using them. Basically what's using our paper right now, I think it's the Explorer and... Are we still copying blueprints somewhere? I don't think so. Yeah, so basically there's almost nothing using the pens. A tiny bit of paper. Dynamite is paper too though. But we're getting a good backup on that too. I'm trying to figure out like with visitors and everything, because this one is quite far back. For someone that lives like there, it's a super long ride. Well, maybe having it like closer to there maybe, but still most of my forces are sleeping like in the pumps there. and the others there. I'm guessing that would be not a too bad place to be. Like right here. And then we can use that to connect like the path up there, maybe something like that. Nah, it's too low. Okay. Yeah, so that could work too. Anyway, this guy doesn't need to stay there. Well, this guy too. Okay, it's supposed to be a storage, but we're not even using it. That's 3 people I'm feeding for no reason. I don't like that. Okay, where are you using it? Oh, I forgot. I was off the juice for quite a bit. But it's not really going up. What? Oh no, it's there. It's like, wait a minute, I got like those tanks full. How is it not going up? Okay, workers 1. No. We're gonna keep you at a decent priority with 4 workers. So we're gonna get more books done. So if we can have like 3 packs of books, like we got at least like the anvil and the cauldron, we could go 3 NS right away. But that's 3,000 power. That's like 800 on this line. That's not even enough. I need like 2 more of those in the same channel to power 1 ENS. The winner's move would be to go and use those 2 channels. Or I think I can't completely block one. There's going to be an overflow. But that would really be the best, is if we chop right there. Or we chop... No, we cancel this one. So the, like, contamination could be high enough to kill those super fast. That's a thing, right? Then we can munch that down. It's not too long of a path to get down there. I mean, we need to go there. First off, we're gonna need to be able to go down, but we can have like ladders this way or this way, not a big deal. So let's say we start with a bridge there. Okay, that's 4, sorry. Like that. Then we can have a little like loop of ladders. My best guess is if those didn't spread this way, means that the land is too contaminated for them to go there. That's not a big deal. So that's perfect. We can have little curly ladders this way. Right there. Then we look at the way back up. Or we do a ladder thingy. Ooh, and we could use those guys to help us cut down. I'm not sure they're gonna reach. It's like this, they got... Yeah, maybe they would be able to cut 2. Whoop-de-doo. Now that's gonna have to be done the old-fashioned way with a bunch of flags. Yes, we got it. Bad tide approaching. Mm. I think it's only one off, not two. I can check what that's. Yeah, it's only one off. If I want to do the ladder thing, I would need to be like there at least. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's same level. The other thing after is the max I can do. Just gonna double check in case it changed. Not this. Because I can do that there. But I can't do that on this. It has to be on the stairs. So I need to get at least, I can get a 4 there, but that's it. And this one, at the same level, we could also. That leaves kind of a gap in between. Yeah. I know this one, well, maybe... Stop a minute, guys. Whoa, chill out. Chill the fuck out. I don't know if it interferes. Okay, no. Oh, LOU. Okay, that works. Nice. But we still have, what, 3 or 4 to cover? Four. Fuck. Oh, we're gonna do that one at least. My problem with that is if I want to do something to support in between, I can't use... No, that's not true. I could, but it would be ugly as... Ugh. This can exist. Now, it's a new feature. Wait a minute. Okay. So maybe we need to do the cleanup from this side, at least to get started. So we can clean there, something. Have some sketchy, like, platforms on the side. With overhangs, doing the thing, passing over. To be honest, having a ladder there is not bad. Because those guys, they're gonna go ham on those. If I prevent them from hunting, like, anything up here, can clear a patch, put the fences on both sides, get them out, wait until like next season, whatever comes, and go back and forth like that a few times. That can work. I don't like it, but it can work. Here we go. They're getting juiced up. Saki's going up. Salt is still down the drain. And books are going up. Good. Paper. Ooh. Oopsie. What? Oops. My bad. Nah, because I don't want to cut this road. I was thinking maybe I go this way with the shaft. But I don't want to cut this road. And the other problem is I need a drought to be able to build in there. Otherwise, they're gonna go in the gunk. Yes, I like that. The spinny youpie. Wait, you're already at 800? Okay, so we're gonna be close to a full 1,000 there. Oops. Forgot we didn't have those plugged in. Those guys need 400 each. So basically 6 wheels. Power 2. That's 2. So we need 4 more wheels to power the other 2. Those 6 are enough for those. Those 2 plus the other 4 are going to complete the package to get the 4 drills going. That's nice. So basically I don't want those plugged to something else. I'm going to want to have some batteries. Let's say there would be a nice spot to do it, to be honest. Well, not that much because that's like too high. At that point I better put like scaffoldings on that and put them there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I don't do that one, I put platforms there. 2 double. We remove this. No, that's perfect because if I remove... No, because this can plug in. So we go all the way up to this. And put batteries all over if it plugs from under. That's a decent, easy-ish way to test it out. Anyway, you know what? If it works, this guy and this guy, they don't need to exist. The battery will do the connection. No, that's too pricey. Let's start with that. I don't know. It shines there, but not there. Well, anyway, it's upside down, but inside out, sorry, but nah. I don't know. Do I risk it or not? I know, I feel like not is a good answer. The thing I don't want to waste is the fasteners. That's it. Oh, we got a bunch. Okay, let's try it. Maybe it's just like it doesn't realize if it's not built, whatever. It's quite clear normally it's highlighted. And this is highlighted, not this. Or wait. Oh, we're gonna try just to see if it turns on, and if not, anyway, I'm removing it because I need to plug this. But what I can do is remove this one and put it right there on the side. That works. Mm, mm, mm. Well, at least we know. Okay, hold on. 1.3 HP hour per minute. So one layer of those will power 3 drills for 1 hour per elevation. That ain't much. This one. Oh, okay, this one is just bunkers. This one is not half bad. Because 10,000 hour HP, that's almost... No, that's... Let's say my drills are 1,000, just cut the corners a bit on the mats. I would get at least 10 hours of work. Not really, because whatever. Just doing an average. Per level. Well, that's not too bad. That's 3 per layer. Okay, well that's... Okay, no. It's like 7, 8 hours per layer. That's 400 science. We're almost at the 2000. That's the other thing. Let's keep it going with those for now. I know it's easy to come and replace it. For now, we're gonna do just this there. Oh shit, did it? It did it! Nice. Okay, now we're talking. Because all of that is power during bad tide. So we're gonna... Oh, that's a Is there an achievement for building like a gazillion power shafts? Because that sure is one way to get to it. If we need to power from up here all the way to the NS over there. Ew. Me no likey. That ain't good. Okay, options. Because relying on the bad water for power is a good way, I think, to do it. Okay, look, here's one thing though that we learned. I have all of the sources trying to flow across one line. That's it. And it works. It's an accident, but it works. If we do that. Okay, so we're creating some weird stuff. Oh, there was a little poof. That's mainly due to the corner, I guess. But yeah, we can have all of that flowing just too wide. So we need to build less. And we could even start powering up with those guys instead. Just gonna need to blast a little bits and pieces, but at 225 each. Let's go. That's not gonna make it. Well, if I knew, I might have blasted a bit less there, but it is what it is. So something like that. I mean, worst case, I can double levy at least there to fit one more. That can be power for those guys. With those that don't need to exist, that's a nice spot for a couple batteries. Well, can only fit one. Anyway, the idea was to blast a lot of that to make it like primary tank, secondary tank. This all made out of useful buildings, so we're gonna need the power up there anyway. But yeah, we can put the batteries on the water side and they're just gonna dip in like from the top there. We still need to shaft this one up also. But that's gonna be double platforms. No, that's why I didn't do it. Because we want to dig this. How do we do that? I think that with the new layer thingy, what we could do, I don't think I have them unlocked yet, so I can't show it. Where is it? There. No, we have it. Okay. Like, I think you can put it like to the sides like this. So since you can do that, probably like this piece of ground could stand on its own if I go under and dig. And we could really have like a kind of underground water tank, something like that. I don't know. Because like the plan is there, it's clear. We got this line of building, they're gonna come touchy with those guys. Those are gonna have to spread. We're gonna have the overflow like under there, but now they can only go to 0.3. So we're basically gonna need a line of those under. That's gonna work just on keeping this full. Power is not gonna come from there. Not gonna come from there. Like this is all gone. And we're gonna shaft all the way up. Well, most of those buildings are going to move, like probably the paper mill, the planks we're most probably going to do them in the giga sawmill, if they can still do it. This one. Yes, they still do planks. Wait, is it minus science? You gotta be shitting me. No way. What's the difference? Oh, you use the basic blades. Okay. And you get less. You get more dust, less stuff, and you lose science. Okay, at least. Yeah, because you need the item foundry to be able to make the other saw blades, and that's another chunker that needs a ton of power. And if you don't want to micromanage, you basically need... I don't think the glass you always need. Or the silicon ingots. But probably this is going to need more than one. This needs one. So I'm guessing we start with 3. Let's see. Power plug, did it change on that one? No, still up there, second floor top right. Doesn't seem like there's a new one anywhere. That's one thing I kind of like to do, but I can't with those guys, and it got me a bit to get used to it. You can't smash like all your stuff like that back to the edge of the map. You need one line to be able to shaft around. So basically what I'm starting to think about is this is not happening. The solar thingy with dirt with those guys, that was an idea. It's gonna take way too long. So we're gonna stick to that plan instead. Go to DNS, do what we need to do. That's it. That's all. Super easy. Well, super easy. Super, the first idea we had. And then we can start thinking about ziplining from the top there. So I think we can do a few of those right here. We could do... That's at least one. Number 2 would go something like this. It's not too far. I think we can fit the first 2. Then it's going to be a bit more tricky. But I mean, 2 is a good start. Those we need 5 in the 2 wide to be able to do enough of the power for 1. And battery wise, well, we have a decent cliff right there that can fit 2 at least. Something like that. Better remove this before I have an accident. Oop. Yeah, those are like stuff I tried to test on the side. Okay. We do this, we explode this, we need to do a bridge to destroy the other one, and then we can put the other one there. And are we at 0 planks? Oops. Well, guess what, boys? Planky. You're back online. Called it. I called it. I will forget. At least we got the logs for it. Oh, nice. Nice and clean water. I'm so happy about this one. Seriously? Wow. That we don't need the big thingy-majingy. I love it. But at that point, I don't understand then what's the point of this one. Like, it feels like it should be there to use all of the power stuff, not the power stuff, but the automation stuff and whatnot. I just don't get it. It's only one science to unlock, so fine. That's not the big deal. Just don't understand what it does. Because if I can do like all the sensor and thingy and oh okay. Whoa. Okay, that's a chunker. Top of the clitoris. Okay. But how? Okay, I guess you're gonna assign this to a storage or whatever, and it's gonna keep track of it, and then you can send like... Wait, that's basically just a flashlight. That's another flashlight. Fireworks. Ooh, me likey. Okay. Gonna keep an eye on that one. 300. Okay, what we need that. Okay, yeah, it's carved out of a giant log. Oh, that's cool. Timer. Okay. And memory change and hold state. Okay, so we got the full automation set. Wow. Okay, so like, let's say that I want to have what I was talking about. This is like the master sensor for those two. But if the tank here gets too full, because the tank here is too full, then you stop flowing, so you retain. But if this starts to get too high, I want this to open, so this doesn't do like a massive overflow all over the place. So I guess that with those kind of thingies, there's probably a way to make that kind of if gate or whatever. Gonna be interesting to check for sure. We're far from that. Keep the focus on ENS, ENS, ENS. And by talking about that, we're almost up to 200 books again. We got no planks, we got no gear, we got no lugs, got no paper. Everything is wonderful. Damn. Oh well, to be fair, they loaded all of that and all of that. 2K, 2K, 2K. Time has come. Get your nerd on. Oh shit, yeah. Power is not solved. Okay, you know what? Is there a place I can smack one? No. Alright, let's do it properly. So you go... Wait, what? Wait, you got a power plug? No, okay, it's in the back. Anyway, we're gonna need to leave one room of gap to this side. So that's where the first one goes. Now, from there, we need one like this. Good, it's the right place. After that, I'm gonna want a T. Where is it? There. Gonna need all of that. Then it's 1, 2 for the second one. And the T again. Just to be safe. There. Alright. Now, let's do the shafting first, please. That's not true. You need to be a corner. There. They can reach. Good. And now... No, because we need the path. So we need 1 Z's times 2. So that's the 2 in front of this. Then we need 2 3's. No, 2 2's. Like this. And then we have a gap and we need 2 1's. No, we need 2's. Hey Trainwreck, how's it going? Here we go. Bang. Finally. Blammo. I'm not sure they're going to be able to build all of that today because we're super low on everything. But at least they're finally in place. Well, that's not your basic Timberborn. I probably told you already about that. Okay. If I have only one reason to complain about that game, there it is. Like when you destroy your stuff, it falls on the ground. But like those buildings are too wide, so when they crash down, it takes the double spot. But my guys, they don't reach this side, so it's just gonna vanish and disappear and go into the void because I could not reach. And if you want to move it, it's a pain in the ass. Now getting those two big boys up is super nice. Because that's basically where you start moving into the mid to late game with this faction. But yeah, we need all of that stuff. At least the fasteners, I hope we had enough for both. Yeah, we still got enough. Good. Because that's one that could hurt if we don't have them. Okay, I started playing this faction. I was somewhere between 200 and 300 hours in the game. And now I'm close to 3.5, something like that. Oh, they can't reach anymore. Or are we out of gears? Because I think they can do diagonal builds now. Just that they don't have the gears. Okay, are you playing King? No, because we... Yes, but no, because we're gonna... Ah, shit, we're gonna have to burn the sawdust. Like, all those guys making shrooms out of it is not enough. And we're loaded on shrooms, so alright, fine. Burning the dust. Even the guys making paper, I guess, are loaded. Yeah, not really. But they don't spend it fast enough. Come on, Planky. Too much production. Here we go. Sawdust is gone. Planks go vroom vroom. I hate doing that because sawdust is basically just garbage, but you can make food out of it. But when you get stalled because of it, you got no choice. You just burn it down and that's it. After you're sad because you don't have food. Okay, they clean. No, what's that? Logs, they'll get to it. Problem is, I don't want to see that one rise up. If I can't build this. So just to be safe, we're gonna remove this one. Because anyway, this needs gear. And this has a priority. So we should catch it. We also need to do this one. And this one they can reach around, so it's not too bad. This I hope. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, no, they can reach around. Good. So we're just waiting for those two monsters to go up, basically. Well, we still need about a bit under 900 science to open the little brothers of those drills. That one's for coal. We need the iron one also. So we need to put that down. And then stuff is going to move forward. Because that's going to make us safe on scrap metal. You know what? We're gonna pause this one. No, because they're gonna drain it if I pause it. I don't want them to drain it into the other one. Okay, well, worst case, if it's too long and they're too fast, because I want to stretch my legs, grab a refill, but I don't know what's gonna go with that. So maybe you know what I can do? Be a bit safer. If I do this one, super priority. This other one, super priority. And this one, priority higher. So they would need the 40 gears to load that one up, plus the gears to make this one plus the gears to make this one, and if they really want to screw me over, then they would do this one, and I won't be done. So we need to come back by the side, delete all of that, pain in the ass, but worst comes to worst, that's gonna be what's gonna be. So give me a few minutes, and I'll be right back. Alright, so where are we at? Nope, not yet. Not even one gear. Come on, guys, seriously? Who's eating all my gears? Well, we don't have much planks also. Yep. Forgetting to turn back on the planks was a tad bit of a mistake. Now, where can we get some back quick that we don't need? Well, that was kind of a waste for now, but it is what it is. We have a bunch of beavers with nothing to do, so why not go ham on the bramble like this. And we're gonna be chopping everything there. I don't want to go down there right now. I think it's kind of obvious why. I'm gonna put one uptick on those, so if they're waiting for something, they can do that. And then all the people grabbing their ass anywhere where the thing can work without a worker, they're gonna come down here and start cleaning that zone. Because once it's a bit clean... Okay, well, we got a drought, so maybe we're gonna start going down there. Because this is gonna get sucked out. Those are not gonna be wet. And we're gonna try to clean as much as we can before the next drought. Sorry, the next temperate season. Meanwhile, science is still going up. We're halfway there to get the other drill. So we can get that in place. The drill needs a bunch of gears too, I think, though. Well, I think the real bottleneck right now is we need another plank maker. And how we're looking on metal blocks, because that's going to be something there. Well, we don't need them for those. Fasteners are done. Don't need them for that. Fasteners are done. Okay, because we're starting to be low on metal blocks. Gotta be careful about that. I don't want to overdo it, because I need my scrap for other stuff. But yeah, we're getting at the point I said, you know what, when we get like those 2 or 3 last, I'm going to start stressing about it. Timing is just about right to get those going. Okay, they only need scrap. Good. And we just need the clockwork thingy, and the clockwork thingy is going to need scrap, right? No. Fasteners. Those also are going down fast. And they need scrap. For the other stuff, I mean, the brain salt, we can take a chill pill on the science. So if we get the 1000 before they're built, that's perfect. We can put the other mine down right away. We're going to be a bit short on power. So maybe we're only going to run on 2. So I think it's time that we start thinking about those. I don't think I have a place to store them, so that's perfect. So we're going to be capped at 10, which is enough for those guys for a long time. And maybe this one is going to stay in this area, so it's closer, instead of doing them all the way over there. So this one might go away, because we need 1 for iron for sure. I think glassware, we use it in the relic thingy. We need 1 on gold, and we always need drill bits. So yeah, no, so that's the 4. So yeah, probably this one will be able to go away. If we keep 3 up there, and we keep like the mining section over there, could even make, would I dare say, like a district over there, something like that, with the rune exploration there. 2 nuclear power. Okay, no, that's gonna be like radioactive zone with too much power. We're gonna need to shaft that all the way around, but It's always been kind of part of the plan to have like a huge shaft going all around the place in a big old square. Round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. I said it, fine. Ooh, one thing I didn't think about, those little nice holes in there. That's premium spot to put like some cheesy decor. So if we do, the walkway only covers like the tile under with decor. The lantern, only the path. Isn't there one that has like a little area of effect? Oh, I forgot to do the water plants in the rice. That might be good. And I can do it now that I have dirt. So that could be a reason to get early dirt, like one batch. Didn't think about that one. 60 science, it's not too pricey. And they basically act as a beehive, but for the water crops. So all that rice that I want to grow faster, that's a way to get it. Well, if the edge doesn't have a little area of effect, at that point I kind of give out. Small gate doesn't look like having one. Okay, I think we just don't see the area, like, because this one, no, that's the place you landed on. Because there used to be like kind of a, that's it. See, that's what I mean. There's a zone. So this is really just like, well, they still have shrub. So how, like, I need to put this on top of something like that so they walk under it? I mean, that looks more like a fence, to be honest. Gold fence. Okay, this one has a range. Okay. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, the edge, it's a bit weird. I don't know. Not gonna pay the science for it, for sure. Not happening. At least not today. Well, yeah. I think that keeping the drill bits in this zone instead, it's gonna be a winner strat. Let's start making one. And anyway, that's gonna help us make science. So, fine. Then from there, the next chunk is gonna be the metallurgy one. What? This one. Okay, we're gonna, oh fuck, we're gonna have to make scrap for that one. We're already under. Okay, so we're gonna have to use a primitive smelter. That sucks. Paper, it's fine. Quartz is fine. Pan is fine. Methane might take a minute. Same for the salt. That's the next big, like, big ticket item. To get the foundry, like, once you run out, basically, once you run out of scrap on the map, the problem is you always need more scrap. And instead of just having to pluck something there to get some, you need to either use those guys that will take coal and iron to make some, Oh, okay, let's do this. So we're gonna get a bit of iron so we can make more, because those guys are grabbing their butts doing nothing right now. Oh, those doesn't work without others? Without workers? No, they did. Okay. So your last resort. Last resort. And last resort. That's why you want so many others. Those guys are doing quite a work at it. Problem being those little thingies. Because they're gonna get back online. But at least they're cleaning it. So if we don't want it to go back up, gonna have to do some fencing. Say there. Let's leave them a path. Let's see there. No, I want destruction. Like right now. Same for you two. You. I want this zone cleared. Okay, if we can push a little more, I'll put those down. I think we're going to be able to push one more in. Maybe two, something like this. And we'll just delete what we don't need after. There should never be any on this side. Now, as long as we kill them with their, like, babies, we're fine. Shit. Nobody can say that I use those just to abuse this side. They're not there anymore. Okay? I just push as far as I can while we can. How did it turn into a needle to a ceiling? I missed that one. Is it still prio? No. Wait. So it's self-seeded upon uprooting, like the timing was stupid like that? You know, this one is going to do a sprout on the left, on the right, whatever. Boom, this one too. Come on guys, chop chop, let's go. Okay, so you lazy ass, you're not gonna bring your stuff into storage, seriously? Ooh, I don't have a storage. Well, where are those going then? Wait a minute. Okay, what are you doing? Where do you go with those? We're gonna store them in the district center. Wow. Okay, what a waste. No, it's not this one that's making the thing. It's the other guys up there. Obviously, those guys need a storage. That is there. No. There. No, you're making. Okay, well, I need one for brambles. What we can do is have it right there. One of those. Right here. Oop. Here we go. So those guys are going to be able to bring it, I hope, to storage. Oh, got one there. Wait, you? Oh, fuck. I didn't think about that one. Okay, but... Oh, and that blocks that... Fuck, seriously? That sure it blocks the pad. Where are you guys? Yep, pad block. Okay. So we're gonna have to remove this one. And start cutting downstairs. Problem is, those are still on the green because of this. So let's be smart and try to cut like this lane at least. So we can put the platforms to complete this. You know what, maybe even a ladder right there. And we can put another like 3 bridge, something like that. That would be even better, so we have a way down. So those guys can support like the maintenance, if I can call it like that. And those guys are going to be able to reach down there. Wait, what? Okay, no, they reach. Oh, wow, okay, they reach a lot. Yeah, that's going to be a step-by-step all the way to there. This one needs to vanish, but anyway, those guys are... No, maybe not. We'll see what they do about it, because sure, having this connection opened up would be much nicer. At least as those guys are pumping up there, those are drying out. So technically, tomorrow, they're going to be done with those. And they're going to be able to, well, they already started. Nice. So the idea is ladders on this one. The others there, I just want to make a fence so they can't go up. And then we should be able to get something down here. Oh, do they reach now? Just not enough. But with a ladder here, those guys are going to be able to do the loop, I'm quite sure. We just need this one gone. Right there. This one we're going to put the fence. This one's going to have a fence. And just in case I don't want them to spread, we're going to have a ladder right there. Here. Good. And then we can do the bridge here. Boop. And voila. Much better. Ooh, you're not getting me. No, 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 no. We're gonna cut you out. You two are bye-bye. At least we're gonna protect this zone that we're still trying to fight back. Like that. I'm gonna make the full corner. I don't care. Like I'm going all the way to the side of the ladder. Just need for that guy to get up. Well, here we go. So this is it. Just need to put this one back in. And this one to go away. That also is it right now. Okay, did some gears happen? Like, are we done? For fuck's sake. Well, that's taking a minute. Okay, you can go. Bye. We're just gonna let that float because why not? Oh, this were cool. We got that done. Got nothing to do. Well, you still got something to bring up. Because I think we're gonna try to do most of it. Maybe from those guys, they're gonna be closer with this path. So, wait. Saw that. Oh no. No. Not under my watch. The safest would be to do it there, at least. Do like this, and like this. Am I paranoid about those? Yes. Do I have a reason to? Hell yeah. They are a super duper pain in the ass. At least we're getting fenced out. Ooh, hello, beautiful. Okay. You need to die right now. Thank you. And we're going to be able to push much further on the fence. I mean, the ultimate goal is to do all of this side. If there's stuff left there, it doesn't work. So let's say we do there. Something like that. To keep this in place. We can give up on all of those. And those. Hey Stinger, how's it going? Wait, you're not the one raiding? What's going on? Oh, welcome in, Resplendence. Babies for spawn, good job. Always start with the baby. Noise. How many times was something not water sent in it is the next question. No one ever does that, but just in case, I'm curious. Pea water, gunk, brine, name it. Yeah, that's fine. It's part of the deal. Like today I gunked up my surfboards because I forgot my dupes were like, my bionics are basically trapped with their suits. And they just fill it up with gunk. But I wanted to test if a bionic would blow a tantrum on a surfboard. So I just removed the suit. But I forgot the suit was full. Guess what happened? Yep, you can laugh it out. Nah, it's fine. Minor repairs are part of the deal. If anyone tells you they'd never had to repair something, they either lie straight to your face or they never played the game. So welcome into my pink nightmare. We're currently fighting this thing. Yeah, bridge stuff. That's cool. Well, there's a... I'm not sure if I would say it's good for newer players or it's bad because you get used to it and you always use it. But that mod that gives you like green arrows on the bridge to show you like the direction on all the pipes and everything that show you the directions you have. They're not that bad. I kind of like that one, but sometimes it just, it gets rough. Now I'm fighting because part of the new updates of that thing is now they can spread like one layer up or one layer down. But I need to clean my river now. So we're slowly fighting them back. Now if those guys have nothing to do, they're not empty. Okay, well we're gonna make them a quick storage. Yeah, no, multiplayer is not a big fan of the mods. We've tried that too. Alright, Singer. Have a good one. Wait, you got automated on what? No, I got nothing. I made sure that it's in the okay terms to say on this channel. Are we getting gears? Nope, not yet. Yeah, that's fine. Well, have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. Anyway, I should be getting out soon. I wanted to get those two out and running today, but nah, at that time, it's not a good plan. It's the kind of plan that starts with, one last thing, Mom, and I end up not sleeping. So probably gonna call it when the next temperate season ends. Just want to see how far I can go, like pushing those guys back. That sure would be nice. Wait, what? I forgot I dropped that back. Oops. Here we go. Let's go, guys. Chop, chop. And we're going to do it at super speed. You're going to be for Bramble. Same for you. So at least those guys can dump right there. You're too far, guys. Not too bad. We've seen worse. Okay, why is no one taking care of that? Come on. Don't want it to sprout out. I still need to put... no, we're good. That makes a corner, I hope. We need to remove this one. And the other problem is I don't want my guys in there when the temperate comes back, because we got a mix of water down there. So yes, we're going to get good water, but we're going to get poop water. So they're going to get sick, and they're not going to do anything while they're sick. This is not so important right now, so relax on this. Go destroy their thing. And we're already... God damn it. Well, at least they're doing a good job. Maybe we can push a tad bit into the season, but I don't think it's good. Like, I wish I could have removed all of those and put a little dam here. That would give me an extra buffer tank, like, after a drought like that, before the poop waters kicks in from there. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to shut it out. Well, too bad. At least we're gonna save what we got. You know what? You guys are gonna get sick for the greater good. Okay? Poop is not there anyway. It's rising, but it's not there. Oh, still had water left. Okay. Because if we can make like at least a clear cut, like there, that's good. So we can like fence up at least this bit, and it's gonna hit the fan. Bang. That's gonna be the last one. Okay guys, aboard. Aboard, aboard, aboard. Poop is coming. The poop is coming. Aboard all of that. All of that. Get out. Oh, you're gonna finish it, you idiots. Alright. Oh, that's gonna be bad water beavers. What the fuck? What? They're not even dying if they're contaminated? Oh, sick. Okay, that's something that was not expected. Oh, sure, and you go while you're at it. Why not? Just need this one so they don't come back up. Too bad if they spread down there, they're respread. Next drought, we're gonna do it again, but most of those guys now, they can go away. Just want to be sure that they don't have stuff in them. Wait, with the contamination sensor in there, I could tell them to go, no go. Interesting. I didn't think automation was that big. So that would be another thing. But no, at that point, I'm gonna rely on the guys upstairs. They got a bonus at cutting speed and everything. Here we go. Now they're building this so they don't come back up quick. Here we go. At least we clean the... Oh, what the fuck are you doing down there? This is supposed to get built. Good. And do I have a dum-dums trapped? No. And if you got nothing to do, you get out. That's it. Go find a job. Be useful. Wait, what? Planks. Okay, well, I think that next time I'm gonna have to set up more sawmills. So I'm gonna leave future me a little hint. Not like this. Like this. Like, I have like 4 or 5 of those just there on the side of the map for no reason. I might remember something that we want to do. So let's get that like quite obvious right there. It's gonna be pretty much in my face. Sadly, we did not get to getting the 1 gear we need to finish this. So imagine the 40 for the ENS, but they're right there. We're getting there. Then science, that too, we're not up there yet. Missing a little bit of it. Wait, did we need? Where am I eating all of those pans? Anyway, that's gonna be problems for future me. Gonna call it here for today. At least we got real close to it up there. Books are coming in for the second one slowly. With oh, they're the one eating the pens. Okay, and you were doing ropes. We have ropes. You can do pens. So we're gonna get back to that. Thank you. That being said, we're getting closer. Power's in place. The drills are almost there. We need, like with the science we need, we're gonna do that within the first hour next time, quite sure. Oh, sorry. That's gonna be nice. We still got this guy going around bringing all the sky exploration thingies. We're almost full. Once we're full, I'm not sure we're gonna keep him like, what? Okay, it's gonna fill in 47 days. That's like at least 3 cycles, something like that. So we're just gonna let it run. It's tiny bit of free science, but it's also when we get to building many balloons, that's gonna be ready. So we're gonna leave that there. Thank you everyone for sticking around. As usual, I'll be back. Or what? No, we're Friday. Okay, so no, I'm not back tomorrow with Oxygen Included. Scratch that. Oxygen Included starts back on Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern, and I'll be doing most probably at least one of the 2 afternoons this weekend. Not sure which one, but most probably gonna be back with Dyson Sphere program, our endless quest to win without going to space. The end is within sight, but I would not say within reach. There's a bit of a gap still to cover for that, but we're gonna get there, I'm pretty sure. There's been a little explosion, if I'm not mistaken, the last time or the time before that, but anyway, that's all in the VODs. The last one actually I think is going out tomorrow at noon. On YouTube, and I'll be on, not you, dude, you. Oops, my bad. On YouTube, and I'll be back at somewhere between 1 and 2, so we got almost the time to watch it at double speed before I start the next episode, basically. Apart from that, thanks everyone for hanging around. Monday, Oni as usual, and let's see who we got to go say hi to. Well, there's not much beavering around on my friendos list, but there's a bunch of Oniing and other stuff. So you know what? Let's go see Mr. Brain. He's doing the Zoo edition on Oni. Basically, a couple weeks ago, we were talking. It was like, I'm not sure, like, what want to be my goal with this run, whatever. I was like, well, want a short list, and I started like yapping about like that dictionary basically I have by my side of stuff I would like to do. It was like, oh, that zoo I think sounds cool, so he's doing it. Not with all the mods that are extra critters and whatnot, but still, it's already a decent challenge in itself. So let's go say hi over there, and as I said, this weekend, at least 1, if not 2, DSP streams in the afternoon, and Sunday, always the big question mark, Cult of the Lamb. I hope I can do it, since last week I didn't do it with the hot potato of Oni. By the way, the full playlist is available on YouTube. So have a good one, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend if I don't catch you before the end of it, and hopefully see you soon. Bye.